seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life in the can't never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
When you got dumb cake up in the say they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape up and down the interstate. Yeah, we really touch. We touch. October, I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living.
I done seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life in the can't never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro. Sixes, I feel special. Resale and I never pay retail. My shoebox money afforded me the spree wells. And that then courted me a V12. Avoid the phones if it's sounding like a seashell. Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face, I place my like a drive-through. Feel it, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life in the can't never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
Too many handle business on my own, cause you ain't right, and that's I don't condone. I got homies behind the wall wishing they was home. They got jammed up, kept discussing business on the phone. But Scotty, boy, we 200 bands off them $20 flips. I'm going by myself when it's time to up. That way police don't have a clue when turn up. I'm dolo when I'm out making different moves. Pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that, don't get confused, cause even when them prayed I didn't lose. Machine.
I done seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life in the can't never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phones.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, the rest. Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. New Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you get off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Manning. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, second and 10. Manning again here on second and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From the gun on third down, Manning. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Running right, here's Walker. Walker showing the power, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Manning now on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
On the toss, here's Allen. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. They'll run the toss to Walker. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Manning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 43 yards. And they'll go on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Forced out to his left. And shutting him off, now open field. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go.
Newton on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. To throw on 2nd down is Newton.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Being chased out left. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And my goodness, this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Very good starting field position for the Falcons' offense as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Shotgun now for Manning. He can run for it, and he will. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Now Manning throwing on second down. The left side completion to Jones. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Detroit, Detroit.
Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Gone. Detroit, Detroit.
From the gun, it's Manning. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 21-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here we go, fellas. Let's rock now. Gun. Do something. Like 33, 20.
They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it.
Check. 20. Gun. 60, Mike. 60, Mike.
To throw is Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. In for the score. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown. Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So out come the Falcons now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now it's the backup Romo. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. So we have come to halftime, and what's already... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here's Newton, flush to his right, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that at.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. There he goes inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble. Now, that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Throwing is Manning on third down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. In for the score. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Dancing to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So that one will be accepted. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Manning. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Lucky 56. Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working from the gun, Manning. incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And that was just situational football 101 right there. Excellent decision to throw that one away. You know he would have loved to have converted right there to keep the pressure on and build on this lead. But the best play, avoid the sack, taking care of the football.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And we're back now in Charlotte. On first down, it's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs.
And got his man complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Newton on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
20.
On first down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season. So here we are,
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now he's forced out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Manning Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd down, Manning staying on his feet. Now he steps away. Now he's got him in, complete. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From midfield, here's Manning. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Manning again. And his throw here is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot! Watch the slant! Gun! 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 Gun!
Again, they'll throw with Manning. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Now they try the right side here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. To throw on 3rd down. Manning. It's caught. Jones. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Manning. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Manning looking to throw it. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Newton on first down. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Back to throw, Newton. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
20.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got room to run past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Manning gonna throw here. Looking for White on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how
the things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Atlanta, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.